Well, good evening. This is Lee, and I'm doing this short video for my friends in the art world, including myself, that on things I like to develop, invent, find useful little things that can be used for many different projects. Being an engineer by trade, I'm always thinking of different ideas, especially a way to save. Being a Mainer, we like to save money. We're very fruitful in what we do up here in the north. So I'm sharing this on some basic ideas, kind of nifty in a way. Now, if any of you have ever seen a dehydrator in the store, the item that you would place jerky on, or bananas or apples sliced, and you place them on the trays on the dehydrator and you plug it in. Now, some dehydrators offers additional trays or inserts to the trays for certain things. As for the Presto, they offer a tray like this that's great to set inside. You make your liquid or your puree to make a fruit roll-up, and you pour it in there, and you turn the dehydrator on, and in a 3, 4, 6 hours, when it's all evaporated, you touch it. If it's just slightly tacky, and then you just shut it off and pull your trays out, set them on the table, let them cool for a little bit, okay, and then you roll them up, and you got a fruit roll-up. Well, in the art world, what would that be useful for? Okay, we all have, most of us, some type of palette, either a large one or a small one, whatever it may be. I also use these, the fruit roll-up tray. As you can see, you can just spin it to the color you want if you want to do that, or it's great to hold as you're painting. So mix your paint, and then you paint. Very simple idea. How much do these go for? 2 of them for about $5. Can't beat the deal. To clean up, very easy. Just put it in your sink, scrub it down. If you use an acrylic or watercolor, oil, mineral oil, your cleaning solutions. I am an acrylic painter and a watercolor painter. So that is what I use to paint with. And I got about 4 of them. I'll have subdued colors of a low tone, light brown, dark brown, green, in that area, a darker tray. And then I'll have another tray that will have the brighter colors for the sky, white, light blue, red, yellow, like that. And so I can just pick up the tray that I'm concentrating on. So that's just some ideas there. Also, maybe you've seen these tubes inside of, let's pick a store, Hobby Lobby. They sell them for a couple bucks. A nice useful tool, because you can undo it and you get your paintbrushes. But what I do different is inside mine, you can just drop the paintbrushes in if you want, but I like to take my paintbrushes when I'm traveling, or I'm going to the park or hiking or whatever. I want to protect my paintbrushes in case they get sat on, dropped, or whatever. So also in the same department of your paints, in most stores, you'll find the different inks for Chinese and Japanese watercolors and ink coloring like that. And it's a bamboo roll-up. And it's kind of nifty. You just open it up when you're ready, and there's your paintbrushes in there. I have about 9 or 10 I keep in here. Those are my new ones. And I also have my used ones on my shelf over there. I got about 4 of these different ones that has a set of paintbrushes. I try to use the same numbers of paintbrushes for each of my type of painting, no matter what it is. I paint abstract. So I take that you can take it just as is. The brushes were dry as after you cleaned them, and handy little item. After they dry, why not protect them when you put them back in your backpack or whatever, or your bag. Protect them with the case. It helps to protect them from being crushed. Rainy days. I've had some of my art stuff damp on a rainy day. This helps. It's just an idea. Now here's a fun one. I am really happy about this one. I was walking in the store looking for ideas for Christmas gifts, but I came across something that kind of really nifty. In the canning department, I found these screens, okay? The small regular size and the large one. And they're used for flower arrangements. You can't really see it that much, but showing you on the top view, the little squares, a little grid. And you would drop your flowers in there from a canning jar, and you have a nice display. Well, I got to thinking, why waste it on just flowers? How about paintbrushes? When you're painting, look at that, just drop it in there, and you can keep them scented in different areas there, or if you want them off to the side so easy to grab, whatever it may be. But if you look inside the bottom of the jar, I got the smaller one. Now this is a large jar with a large mouth. On the bottom, inside, I got a short one. And the reason is, this is what it looks like. That's the large one. So, being acrylic and watercolor, and you can do this with oil stuff, you know how to clean your brush. Very important. So, I put the small one in the bottom, and I got my water in there, and I just rub it back and forth. Bingo, my brush is clean somewhat. You can maybe do a little more. Just rub it back and forth. Okay, make all the noise you want. The more noise you make, the cleaner your brush might be getting clean. And then on a separate jar, on the same table when I'm painting, I put the large one on, I put the ring back on, and I have a separate jar during my painting sessions that I don't have the grid in the bottom. But I make all my jars dual purpose. So after I'm done cleaning my brush, bingo, I drop them in. And now I am ready to move on my painting. Just an idea, works pretty darn good. Mason jars, handy for your water, your mineral oil, whatever your cleaning solutions is, or great for storage on the shelf. On my painting shelf behind me, in the far corner, I doubt you can see it in this video, but I have many different sized mason jars and styles. I use them for water, I use them for paint, mixing different ones, many different things. That's all I have. Those are just some ideas to work with. I got more to come up in the future. Now, this is Lee, some gadget ideas for 2015 before it ends. Okay, take care. Next time, we'll see you in the next video.